Hey.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, how
Can
are
you hear me?
you? Yeah, I hear you.
Let me just do this real quick. How you doing? Hey,
Hey.
what's
It's nice
up?
to meet you. Hey, Smooth Production. Sorry, Smooth Producer. Hello. All right, so we're going to wait for a couple people, but how was your day so far?
My day was great. I'm blessed and highly favored. How was your day?
Nice.
Good. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you had a great day today.
It was good. It was good. Just working, so work.
I feel that. I definitely feel that.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we could just go ahead and get started. We have one person in, and then I know. Yeah, sure. Just DM me, and we can get one set up. Um, so I listened to a lot of your songs. I love the sound so far, but I want to hear you talk about them more. So, what pulled you into
Okay.
music? Was it like healing, expression, rebellion, or something else entirely?
Um, I would say music was my mirror and escape. It's like my therapy, but without the couch. It started with me trying to make sense of the chaos of my mind and the love I didn't know how to give myself. Over time, it became rebellion, not just against the world, but against myself, against the silence. It's how I survived the heartbreak, the mental health battles, and the weight of expectations that didn't fit me. Like I
Okay,
felt
yeah,
like was just a form of rebellion because I was a basketball player at one point. I didn't even think music would be a concept I would be doing.
hmm okay. So, what made you switch from like having it be like basketball? Was there like something happened or anything like that to make you pretty much like start with just going into music and stuff?
So I would say when I was doing basketball, I got introduced to making beats and engineering. Like I was good at singing, like a little bit, and then I was like, hey, I sing. They're like, oh, you should make beats and engineer because everybody's doing it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then I started making it, and hey, I want to do this like as like a career, and they were like, "Oh, just stick to what you're good at." And that really, I was like, "What?" I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna prove y'all wrong. Just watch me."
It's like the motivation you need for real. Like all it takes is like one person to like doubt you the right way, like the right type of doubt, and then that's what can motivate you to do like everything else. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm proud of that though.
hater.
Yeah. Who were your
Yeah.
first musical influences, and like who kind of haunts your sound now? Sorry.
I would definitely say the famous Michael Jackson. He taught me how to turn music into a movie.
Okay.
Beyonce, because she taught me how to be intentional with performance, and Neo because of the storytelling.
Okay.
And what my sound is Bryson Tiller, Calm Rage, The Weeknd's Seductive Grief, and Party Next Door's Moody Lust,
Okay.
and 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 Brett Bias's Unapologetic Toxicity that haunts you.
Yeah,
I feel like these musical influences they whisper things to me that I never get to say out loud.
I definitely see that. And like while I was listening to it, I can hear like everybody you mentioned too. So it's definitely like I see that. And yes, I agree. Haters are motivators. They only mad because they aren't doing what you do. Exactly. A lot of people get mad because they don't have the confidence to actually do what you're doing, so they project that onto you. But confidence is key though, because at the end of the day, everybody's just humans. Like it's just who are y'all for real? Um, so you describe your music as like dark soul R&B. What does dark mean to you in that context? And is it like pain, power, shadow work, or anything like that?
I would say dark is the place I write from. It's the emotional shadow work, but it's also power that comes from facing what you fear.
Okay.
Dark to me is exercising grief, turning mental breakdowns into slow jams, or transforming toxic patterns into poetry. It's not evil. Like people think dark and they think evil. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
It's stupid, seductive, and too real to ignore. We all have that dark side, but that doesn't mean we have to like use it for evil. We can use it for good. And
Yeah.
when I mean dark soul and R&B, that's what I mean. Like it's not just pain, power, or shadow work. It's all the above.
Yeah.
It can
And a lot of times, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My bad. Sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, I was going to just add to that. Like when people say like dark and like your shadow and everything, what really takes like precedence is like the integration of the shadow into the light, because like you said, the shadow you can use that for good and like processing things and seeing patterns within other like situations and stuff from your own shadow. So I definitely love that, and I can hear it in like all of their songs. So was there like a specific life moment or experience that shifted your sound into this kind of like darker emotional palette?
Hmm. I'm glad you asked that question because this is what changed everything for me into
Mm-hmm.
taking it more serious. So, story time. I lost the woman I thought I would marry. I was going to be a father and a husband. Losing my twins before I ever held them was like losing my
I'm
home.
sorry.
It's okay, but that back-to-back heartbreak broke me openly. It really broke me. And that's when my music changed. It wasn't about flexing anymore. It was survival, confessions, turning pain into soundscapes that hug you and haunt you. And it's just like after that, I lost everything. My car blew up.
Oh,
I lost my apartment.
oh wow.
I lost
All
my
right.
money that I had. Like my bank account got drained. I got scammed. Like everything just fell apart after she left, and it was my fault because back then I wasn't the man I
Mm.
needed to be. I was a little that was hot headed with a lot of money. But now learning from that, I see it as like a way to not repeat that again. And but like that specific moment of just losing everything, and then on top of that, moving to Atlanta and being homeless for like 3 years.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know you were
I'm
in
like,
Atlanta. That's crazy.
yeah,
But yeah, that go on. I'm sorry not to interrupt, but
it's okay. But yeah, 3 years of being homeless really shaped me to be more
mhm.
mature. Like I know I'm open to learning a lot of things, but when it comes to these lessons, every lesson is a blessing. You can't have a testimony without the test. So
Yeah,
yeah, a specific life moment definitely changed me for the better
artists
though.
drop there too, dropping gems. But it's crazy to hear that you like even mention like kids, marriage, because you look so young. Like you look like you're like straight out of high school. So like it's so. How old are you?
Um, I'm 26. I just turned 26. You know what they say? Black don't crack unless you smoke
Yeah,
that.
that's true. And then sometimes even then it don't. But well, what I was thinking, since you're in Atlanta and everything, I was going to plan like something where like all the artists do like an open mic and stuff, because I see a bunch of open mics around the city. But I may even sponsor one of them. There's something coming up in the mix about that, like probably oh, me, I'm in Atlanta, well, Atlanta metro area. So
No,
but I'm
you close.
sorry, I was just answering the question. But yeah, that's a lot to go through, honestly. And then you were probably right in like in YHGP age. So I'm a social worker by day, and so like if you would have known about like the YHGP stuff, and I don't know if you even dabbled into that or like the coordinated entry side of everything. Well, I wish we would have caught you back then so we could do that. Oh, okay.
Well,
DM me the information for the smooth produce. Sorry, I'm talking to the commentary, but, but go ahead.
I didn't know about the coordinated entry, and the funny thing is, I kept trying to get into it, but for some reason, like nothing came up when I went into it.
Uh, okay, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
weird system sometimes. And like for instance, my job, we work for like specifically 18 to 24 year olds from like the YHDP, grant and everything. So if you were to come across our organization, we would have done some like ongoing case management and whatnot. But yeah, so me and a couple of my other coworkers also have like lived experience, and that's how we got into our job and stuff, like lived experience with homelessness and whatnot. But that's a lot that you've gone through, and I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you so much. Like, that really means a lot.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you.
course. Let me see. So, um, what's your songwriting process like? So, do lyrics just come to you as like visions, conversations with yourself, or stories that like demand to be told?
I would say it's like talking to ghosts, like
Oh,
echoes on my feet. sometimes past versions of me, sometimes people I lost or love, I imagine they're there. I write songs like I'm writing love letters that I'll never send. I imagine one person in front of me, and I say what I never say out loud to them. And then I shape that into the melody, and then, I stack the harmonies, like the emotions, and then I just let the story unfold. It just comes to me.
Okay.
Like everything in my songs is a way for me to express how I feel to certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm writing to an individual. Some other times I'm writing to multiple individuals. Sometimes I'm writing from the past. Sometimes I'm writing for the present or the future. It just depends.
Yeah,
So
I can see that, and I can hear it a little bit too. Yeah, but that's an amazing like process and everything because a lot of people don't really write from the soul or like write as if they're like actually speaking authentically. But it sounds like it's coming from an authentic place. So kudos to that. So you just answered pretty much my next question, which was like, do you write from more personal experience or from emotional archetypes like heartbreak, ego, death, rage, seduction, things of that nature?
I would say all of the above. I start with the raw experiences, the real heartbreaks, real highs, the real breakdowns, and then I flip them into the archetypes: rage, lust, longing, seduction, the shadow. My stories are personal,
Mm-hmm.
but I write them in a way that invites anyone to find themselves, even if it's just like something small.
Yeah, definitely see that, and that's what actually makes people more apt to relate to it a little more. Kind of just like putting their own like hurt into it in a way that has like, oh, this person is expressing it just like I would express it, but like differently, or from a different perspective or a different lens. But that works. It's working for you at least. But when you're in the studio, how do you know when like a track is finished? Like when is it like your finished product?
So, how do I know it's finished? Is a gut feeling. Like when I listen to the song, I'm like, this is it. I like this. I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it starts with the ritual, but then it goes to the gut feeling. And then when I feel it in my soul, when it punches me in my soul,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yes, this is it. This is finished.
Yeah. So it's kind of like incorporating intuition into it. Like, hey, this is the one, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
I'm like
I
the
would.
one.
Yeah, that's amazing though, because a lot of people don't have that intuition, and you keep tweaking a song, and then it's like, it's either overdone or like they should have stopped like a while back. Whatever the case may be. But do you like experiment with your voice at all, or push it emotionally to match the intensity of the songs?
Yeah, I've been experimenting with my voice right now, actually. I've been experimenting with different presets. I've been practicing on YouTube how to like make my voice sing falsetto,
Mm-hmm.
and I go on type beats and I look up beats that fit my voice, and then I just make a playlist of those beats, and then it range from like 30 minutes to an hour, and I just go back to back to back, and then sometimes I'm like, I go low,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I go high, sometimes I use like a monster voice setting on my
Yeah,
tracks, and other times I just have fun with it. It's just like you're a musician, why not have fun with
that is
this?
true.
I get it, it's a business, but it's still music.
Yeah. That's dope though. At least you have like the self awareness to kind of like be confident enough to experiment with range and things of that nature, especially as a man sometimes. Because like I feel like men get more hell about their voice. Well, not more, but men also get critiqued on their voices when it comes to singing, or either like it's too high or it's too low, doesn't have enough range, or it's too monotone, or whatever the case may be. But that's definitely like that's amazing. But is there a recurring theme or message in your work that people might not catch on the first listen?
Yeah, love is not linear.
That is true.
Every song is paged from the same journal that I'm building. Heartbreak, lust, love, spiritual rebirth. The hidden theme is love is not linear. It's messy, it's complicated,
Mm-hmm.
there's gray areas. One track might sound sexy, but it's actually about grief. Another track might sound angry, but it's about fear. You gotta really listen to it. Like
Mm-hmm.
one song called Dreams, it was pretty much me saying that I'm hurt that things went the way they did, but at the same time, I see your side of it too. So it's like that bittersweet moment.
Yeah.
So when that, yeah,
Okay. I definitely see that. And you said it was called Queen?
yeah,
Okay. We can play a little snippet of it right now since we can do it. I'm gonna jump into like a little bit into it. Can you hear it? I feel like I know the words already. But that's amazing. And that's fire too. Have you come up with like any like music videos or anything like that?
no. So the funny thing is, I just got out of being homeless, so now I'm trying to rebuild my life back on track.
Yeah.
But I'm keeping that in mind, though. I want to do a music video for that because I think it'll be really, really cool to do that. Like I can see me walking through the hallways, and then like I have like a mic in one hand, and I have like headphones and like a backpack in another. But like, yeah, I have like a vision for that.
Okay.
But I just right now I'm just getting stability first. So, but like in the meantime, I'm visioning how I want that to look like.
I definitely feel that. Keep envisioning because that's how you manifest things a little faster, like putting yourself in the vibration of that, pretty much. But that's amazing. And what emotional states do you find yourself returning to most often while making music?
I'm torn between craving intimacy and needing isolation.
Okay.
I write mostly with that tug of war mindset. Like I want you close, but I don't want to let you in. Sometimes it's I love you, come here, and other times it's I love you, but get away from me. And
Okay.
and those states I return to mostly when making music.
I feel that. I definitely feel that in the music too. But so, if your sound was like a color, texture, or scent, what would it be and why?
I would say my color is metallic black, dripping with blood red and golden halos. The texture will be soaked in the rain, smooth, wet, and heavy with memory. And the scent will be like Paris in the rain after heartbreak, smoky, floral, and nostalgic. It's all about that mood, sensationalness, and sexiness mixed with sorrow.
I definitely feel that. That sounds dope though. It sounds like an entire like curated vibe. Like you made an entire universe around your music, if that makes sense. Like how there's like the Marvel universe, DC universe, you have the Voice universe, pretty much. So that's fire. Um,
The voice universe, or the voice verse. Oh, I like that.
yeah.
Okay, you gave me an idea.
All right, this one's free, but you got to pay for the next one. I'm kidding. But let me see. Do you believe in the idea of music as a spiritual transmission? If so, what are you trying to like transmit?
Yes, I do believe the idea of music as a spiritual transmission. Music is a prayer you say when you don't have words. It's transmissioning emotional truth. It's not just answers, it's just honesty. My sound is a frequency for people who feel too much. I want people to know they're not broken, they're just deep.
Yeah, that is true. That is very like you know. I think people need to hear that, especially like hear that within the music landscape. So like I want to say like the music industry because we all know the music industry is crushing right now. Like it's crumbling. So stay independent as much as possible. And I feel like people will respect it even more if someone independent is telling them about the like how to not how to feel, but like relating to their feelings, because then it's like more relatable and you're not out of touch like someone that might be in the industry right now. I'm not saying that they're all out of touch, but still. But
Yeah.
yeah, how do you deal with the emotional weight of making such raw, like vulnerable music? Do you cleanse, escape, or like embrace it?
Hmm. I would say I didn't. I bleed through the pen.
Okay.
I've been diagnosed with schizoaffective bipolar disorder, so my mind's already layered like a song. I don't run from the weight. I organize it into melodies,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how I stay grounded. Music's both the wound and the bandage. Because when it comes to like mental health, it's like I have anxiety, which is like I want to do everything, and then I have depression, which is like I don't want to do nothing. So both of those is a hell. So when it comes to just sitting there and just letting it go by me like a tornado,
Mm-hmm.
and then eventually turns into a cloud, and then it just goes by. So I would say embracing it, definitely
Yeah,
embracing.
you got to feel through it. Like ignoring it isn't going to help at all. So just embracing and weathering the storm is pretty much how you kind of, um, I guess, balance your energy, if that makes sense. Do you practice like meditation or anything like that?
Yes, I do. I practice meditation. I do 10 to 15 minutes of it every day, and I also do visualization and manifestation as
That's
well.
good. I'm proud of you, man. Hey, it's Eric. Um, let me see. Where are we? Would you say your music is more about transformation or like confrontation?
It starts with confrontation, me versus my past, my fear, my ego. But I make music to transform pain into poetry. To say, yeah, I've been through hell, but I make it sound beautiful.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's yeah, it's a metamorphosis, broken and bold.
Yeah, I definitely feel that, especially through your music. So everything you've been saying is like right spot on. So whatever you're doing to kind of transmute that into music is doing amazing. And have you ever scared yourself with a song you made? Like it revealed something you weren't ready to admit, or you just kind of was like, I'm in a free write, and it was like, oh shit, I might be telling too much.
Yeah, well, the ruin on my dream one was that's the one right there. I said some things I've never even told anyone before. I didn't realize how deep pain went until I played it, and then I was like, man, maybe I'm saying too much. Maybe I'm saying too much.
Yeah, gotta tone it back. But I feel like some people like that a lot of times in music. Of course, you have to be cautious of like not letting like telling all your business and everything. But when people are like extra raw, I think that's what people are kind of like craving right now when it comes to not just music but like art, content creation, and all that stuff. Like when you see videos go viral, it's mostly the videos that are like raw. It's not like some huge production or anything. Like people just kind of like with their phones, like Vine content basically, and that gets like everybody going because now you know it's not fake or it's less likely to be fake and it's more connected to you. But that makes sense though. How do your culture and spiritual roots show up in your music, like even in subtle ways?
So I grew up listening to choir music, soul music, and music like Tupac and Biggie Smalls. And I feel with the two universes, right,
Mm-hmm.
it really shaped me who I am because it gives me more of a platform and more wiggle room to work around that. Because I'm dark alt R&B slash unique soul. So with that, I can do a lot
You
with that. I
can,
can
you definitely.
do dark R&B. I can do R&B. I can do pop music. I can do whatever I want to do because it's like it's up to me. You
Yeah,
know?
it definitely makes sense. Is there anybody that you would like to like collaborate with at all, like in the industry, not in the industry?
Yeah. So there's this person called Sing Like Philly, and you should check her out. I really want to do a feature with her because I'm very inspired by her. Like
Mm-hmm.
she has a phenomenal voice, great stage presence. She's an up and coming artist in the Bay Area. And then as far as someone like more up there, I would say I want to collaborate with Neo.
I can see it. I could definitely see it. I could see you collaborating with like Don Tolliver or someone too. Like I don't know why I just kind of like hear that. I'm sorry.
I was agreeing with you. I said, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I do think there's someone on the live. Long live Mr. Eight. He may or may not still be on it, but he definitely makes music. So if you want, go ahead and hit him up too. I'll probably send you his account. But he
Okay.
makes more. I think both of you guys' sounds will probably be like contrasting in a good way, like complementary to each other.
Ooh, yeah, send me that
All right,
IG.
I got
Definitely.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But while we're talking about like how people feel and everything, how do you want people to feel after they hear your music?
I want them to feel cracked open. Not sad, just seen. I want them to not be stone cold. I want them to be like, they're not crazy for loving too hard
Hmm.
or hurting too deep or wanting more. I want them to be like, damn, that's me.
Yeah,
And I want them to feel vulnerable. Like, I want them to be thinking about things. That's what I want.
I definitely feel
I want them
that.
to, that's the intention behind it. I want them to feel something because this culture, it says don't feel nothing. And I understand that there's a time and place, but at the same time, if you just do that all the time, eventually you're going to explode like a soda bottle. You shake it too much and then boom, pops open.
Exactly. That's an amazing metaphor for exactly what's going on in the industry. But while we're talking about the industry, do you feel like the industry tries to water down or box in sounds like yours? And like, how do you stay true to your sound?
Mm, I wouldn't say they're boxing in. I'm just gonna say they're just haven't got familiar with me yet.
Hmm.
Staying true to myself means building my own table, not waiting for others to invite me. Yeah, I get it. The music industry is a music industry, and relationships is important. I'm not discrediting that. What I'm saying is, if you don't invite me to the table, I'll just build my own, and I'll invite you to my
I
table.
definitely feel that. It's kind of what I'm doing with the magazine too. But it makes sense though. And if you had to choose like eternal underground legend or like chart topping fame, what's your poison? Like, what would you choose and why?
I would say legend over fame, but if I can be both, why not? I want my music to live past the algorithms. I want them to be played in clubs and therapy rooms. Charting is cool, but impact is king. I want to linger in people's lives, not just their playlists. I want people to get to know beyond the music and
Yeah,
get to know the person. Like I want them to get attached to me. That's why I'm even doing this interview because normally I'm a private person. I don't like to share my, business. But I wanted to do this just to have people get to know beyond the music. I want them to get to know Voice. I want them to get to know Diamond. That's my name is Diamond.
that's nice. And so, do you write differently when you're in love versus when you're heartbroken? Sorry, heartbroken, or are more like in a creative chaos type of space at all?
Yeah. I would say heartbreak gives me cinema, love gives me poetry, and chaos is my muse.
Hmm.
And then there's the in between where I have both of them, where I'm in love but scared, but at the same time, it's just like my sweet spot. So it's like when I'm in love, I'm like, la di da di da, I'm in love. This is great. I can smell the rain, and then when I'm heartbroken, I'm like, oh, I hate you, middle fingers,
Yeah,
just like, oh, you know how it is.
downs, ups and downs.
Yeah,
I feel that.
yeah, ups and downs.
But what's like the darkest love song you've ever written, and like what part of you would you say it came from?
So, besides Ruin All My Dreams, there's another one that I've written called Hollow, and it came from a part of me where the one, hold on, let me run that back. My bad. So there's this one I haven't released yet. It's called Hollow, and it's about the one I got
Mm-hmm.
away, and it's also a version of me I lost trying to love someone that didn't want saving, and so, man, that dark period in my life when I was homeless, it was really reflective and it really humbled me a lot because I was hot headed and I was arrogant and I was selfish in a bad way. And I just thought man, what am I doing? Like
No, I heard you.
like and so with that dark love song called Hollow, I felt hollow. I did ruin all my dreams. I felt like I did have those desires. I just felt empty inside.
I definitely.
So that's why I wrote. Yeah.
Do you mind if you play like a snippet of it? Because it is one of my favorites that I listened to out of what you sent me.
Yeah, you can play.
All right. I just asked because you said unreleased, so I'm gonna play the whole thing just so people can go ahead and listen. That's amazing. And I won't play the whole thing because I want people to go listen to it. So, do you have your music like out on like Spotify, Apple Play, Apple Play, or anything like that?
I just have it on YouTube for right now because I'm getting to that. I got to step it up because I'm like I haven't. Let me start over. Okay, no, I do not have it on DSPs yet, but I do have it on YouTube.
Okay.
So you can check out my YouTube and my Linktree bio. Um, I'm slowly getting there.
I feel you.
Yeah.
We'll probably, type it up at the, in the comments so everyone can kind of go ahead and follow you and everything like that. There's a couple more. So do you ever write a song and think like, damn, I need therapy, but this slaps?
Yeah. Every time. Like all the songs I do, therapy is my co-writer, and when I actually do go to therapy,
Nice.
and when I do it, I show them my songs, and they say that my therapist says music helps me process things that I haven't said out loud, and so sometimes I think when I finish a verse, I think, damn, was this too much? And it still slaps, but at the same time, I think, damn, I really do need therapy. Like not as a bad there's nothing wrong with therapy. Like taking care of your mental health, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
there's nothing wrong with that at all. And I think in our community, we need more emphasis on like people looking after their mental health because it's just as important as your physical health, your spiritual health, social health, all of that. But
Right.
if your shadow self had a stage name, what would it be?
Ah man. Okay, you got me on that one. Okay. My shadow self is called Damon the One. He's different from Voice. Voice is like the pain, heartbreak, or romantic type. Damon the One is like a YN, like get it going. He's like turn up. Like punch you in your face, try me.
Yeah,
He's reckless, raw, unfiltered. If Voice is the whisper in the ear, right? Damon the One's the growl.
I feel.
So Damon, raw, he's like, whoo, he's a dog. And then Voice is like, he's chill, calm, just chilling.
Yeah, I feel like everybody has their inner YN. Like I only got blocks because of the inner YN wanting to like headbang and shake my dreads and stuff. So, but
Right.
but do you have anything coming out soon or anything like we can kind of tell everybody that's looking at it or watching or where they can go to find everything? Well, you said earlier Linktree, but anything coming?
Yeah, let me put my link tree on. I'm gonna do that right now. I gotta get the link real quick. Let me just do that real quick, and then I can just. No, I do not. Mm, I don't know how to answer that question, but I would say I do have stuff coming out that I'm working on. I
Okay.
am going to the music studio, and I have my own stuff as well. So yeah, definitely stuff is definitely going to come out soon. I'm going to definitely drop more consistently.
Hell yeah, man. I hope it motivates you to kind of like, having everything like kind of set up and you being like on your path to stability and everything motivates you a little more to like put everything out more consistently. So I'm definitely looking forward to more music. I'm definitely looking forward to it being on Spotify because I was going to save some, but I was like, damn, it's not on Spotify right now. But I've heard DistroKid works, but I can send you some stuff. Like I'll do some research for like some type of like services and everything. But thank you so much for joining. Um, I'd love to post it on YouTube. It's probably going to be posted on the Patreon as well, and you'll get full access to the recording and all that. But thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. And I just want to say, like, although I'm at the beginning and starting from the bottom, everyone starts from the bottom. So
That's
I'm
true.
just now starting to learn how to do things. So I do apologize for not having it on the
No, you're
DSPs,
fine.
and I'm
You're fine.
I'm gonna step into that. So thank you for helping me become aware of it, and thank you for helping me be here. Like I greatly appreciate you having me on
Yeah,
here.
of course.
Thank you for taking
Anytime,
the
man.
time.
Anytime. And if you or anybody in the chat knows anybody else that wants to do palette interviews, anything like that, just send them to my DMs, and then we'll get a whole community going of just artists supporting each other.
Oh, I definitely will. There's a lot of people that I can send your
Yeah, of
way. So
course. All right, fam. Well, it was lovely talking to you. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Get some rest. Probably, do some grounding, meditate, and everything like that. All right, man. I'm proud of you too.
thank you. I'm proud of you as well. I wish you nothing but peace and blessings. And let's keep going up. Let's keep
Hell yeah.
going up. Let's keep rising.
Hell yeah, man. All right, y'all. Out of here.